Hi guys, Amber at Hatfield Public Library with,
Hannah from Hatfield Public Library.
and we are doing an adult fiction and nonfiction book, just mixed. Should be pretty short. We'll see. Wanna go, Hannah?
Sure. Our Riches by Kaouther Adimi, excuse me. So we have some postcards. So it's a translation. Our Riches celebrates quixotic devotion and the love of books to the person of Edmond Charlot, who in 1935, at the age of 20, founded Les Vraies Richesses, Our True Wealth. Oh, it's a famous Algerian bookstore. So
Looks like a short book.
it is a short book with a very long, I mean, it's small type.
Is it fiction?
I believe it is fiction. There's a lot of, it's kind of fun. It has, you know, a lot of dialogue, and it looks like some entries from different time periods.
Cool.
I don't know much about this, but it looks interesting. An Algerian bookstore. Yeah. From 1930s to the current times, including World War II and the 1961 Free Algeria demonstrations in Paris. So it looks like it covers a long time period and some interesting political history.
Nice. The Party Upstairs by Lee Connell. I like the cover. It just looks like a dollhouse almost. It's a debut novel. It unfolds in the course of a single day inside one genteel New York City apartment building. As tensions between the building's super and his grown-up daughter spark a crisis that will by day's end change everything. So it sounds like it's probably a little bit thrilling, I would guess.
Maybe a little suspense, a really truncated time period.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like that idea of it just taking place over the course of a single day. Like, what can they fit in there? You know?
Mm-hmm. Here I have, this is a nonfiction book called The Address Book. What addresses reveal about identity, race, wealth, and power. So kind of interesting. It looks like it's
that would be really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they reveal a lot.
Especially as we're talking about redlining and all of that.
Yeah. Of Mutts and Men by Spencer Quinn. It's a Chet and Bernie mystery. And I think that we have a few of these already. It's just like a dog and a private investigator mystery book.
Cool. Okay, I have a biography here. This is Big Marisa Meltzer, How the Founder of Weight Watchers Changed the World and Me.
Huh. She's the founder of Weight Watchers?
Let's see. Marisa Meltzer began her first diet at age 5, so there's definitely some food and body conversations in this book. She learned early on that weight was the one part of her life she could neither change nor really understand. She comes across the obituary for Jean Nedich, who founded Weight Watchers. So it's about a woman whose life was changed by this experience. The result is funny, unexpected, and unforgettable, a testament to how transformation might begin with weight, but certainly never ends there.
Interesting. I wonder how it comes across, how the book comes across in general.
Yeah.
Like body identity and that kind of.
I know, it's a big conversation these days. Yeah. I wonder too.
Riot Baby by Tochi Onyebuchi. It's a small book. It's small and it's short. An epic ode to the future and past, tiny acts of resistance, love, and the wild, unstoppable sweep of revolution. I'm getting a feeling this is about racism. The two main characters and how they're affected by racism, their childhoods, how their futures might alter the world. That's it. I don't know what else he also wrote the young adult novel Beasts Made of Night, Crown of Thunder, and War Girls. But this is his first adult fiction book.
Interesting. All right, here we have a fiction, The Last Flight by Jullie Clark. This looks a little suspenseful to me.
It does.
2 women, 2 flights, 1 last chance to disappear. Ooh. So an unhappy marriage, a husband with a bad temper, and a promising political career. And his wife is trying to vanish. And she has a
thriller written all over it.
Totally. She has a chance meeting with another woman who seems equally desperate to flee her life. At the last minute, they switch tickets. One going to Oakland and the other to Puerto Rico, not as planned. But the Puerto Rico plane crashes. So whose identity do you keep? Interesting.
This is a nonfiction called The Black Cabinet, the untold story of African Americans and politics during the age of Roosevelt. I think it is exactly what it says it is. 1932, in the middle of the Great Depression. Franklin Delano Roosevelt won the presidency with the help of key African American defectors from the Republican Party, including economists, sociologists, lawyers, and journalists who joined the Black Cabinet. And they operated mostly behind the scenes. So that's interesting.
That sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like FDR's New Deal policies are definitely on my mind lately, and looking at that presidency with this in mind could be really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. We have another biography. This one is about Nancy Pelosi, and it's by Molly Ball. What more do I have to say? You know, she's the Speaker of the House. She's been in politics a long time. She's definitely making a name for herself recently. Could be very interesting to learn more.
So I think it looks like a very power posy kind of cover, right?
Definitely.
Next, The Lion's Den by Katherine St. John. Fiction, I assume it's like a beach read. Embark on a trip of decadence where nothing is as it seems. Suspenseful novel about friendship, romance, and betrayal on the Riviera.
So maybe not just a light beach read. All right, we have some nonfiction here. This one is called One Mighty and Irresistible Tide, the epic struggle over American immigration 1924 to 1965, which we are still part of that story.
It's interesting that they focused on those time ranges, on that time range.
Yeah, I've actually heard some pretty interesting, read some novels that were set in this time period that involved, of course, Jewish people coming over from Germany and the struggle within the administration around that, and that would fit in this time period. So I'm kind of curious what they end up doing. Sweeping history of the 20th century battle to reform American immigration laws that set the stage for today's roiling debates. So it's definitely aware of its modern connections. So. Cool.
Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. Bells that ring themselves, record players that turn on and play music to empty rooms, ghosts that climb out of wardrobes. So, yeah, this is just like creepy.
Yeah.
A story of a kind of a haunted house. And uncovering truths. I like a good ghost story, right?
Totally. And all those books behind you are shifting on their shelves. It's great.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
What? Okay, I have one last one. This is also a nonfiction book, Hidden Valley Road. This is Inside the Mind of an American Family by Robert Kolker, who also wrote Lost Girls. That was kind of a big deal not that long ago. Oprah's book club book, in case you didn't notice. This is the story of an American family with 12 children, 6 of whom were diagnosed with schizophrenia.
I remember hearing about this.
Okay, they became science's greatest hope in the quest to conquer an elusive disease. So this time period is, you know, after World War II. So it looks like they're, you know, we're talking about the baby boomer generation here. And there's some psychological breakdowns, sudden shocking violence, and hidden abuse. 6 of the 10 boys, one after the other, were diagnosed with schizophrenia in the mid-70s. And the other 6 stood by and didn't know what to do. So this sounds like kind of an intense read.
It was in the news a lot a while back, I think.
Yeah, it sounds really intense. So it's captivating medical mystery and a heartbreaking drama, but an unforgettable lesson in what it means to be a family. So it doesn't seem like there's a really clear takeaway necessarily, but sort of an interesting journey through the information.
I have 2 books left, so I'll do those. The Last Wife by Karen Hamilton, author of The Perfect Girlfriend. It looks like thriller. 2 women, a dying wish, and a web of lies that will bring their world crashing down. Yeah, I'd say. If you want some drama.
Wait, Amber, pick it up, put it in front of your face.
Oh, right.
Yep, there we go. There she is, The Last Wife.
Can't like.
Oh, it's so good.
And then the last one is a cookbook, Russia in Recipes and Lore. It's called Beyond the North Wind by Darra Goldstein. And it looks like a typical kind of modern cookbook, the pictures. And of course, each recipe has like, says something about it. It has the name of each of the recipes in Russian, I believe. I'm assuming that's Russian. Horseradish sauce and petals. I don't know.
And petals?
And petals. It just says and petals. It's
interesting.
Petals are beets, apples, honey, balsamic vinegar, water, and horseradish root.
Petals are beets. I love me some beets. It was good.
That's it. Our boxes are empty.
They are. Bye.
Bye, guys.